Mathsam Satyam Sundaram. With this thought, let us begin today's session. Many people or many students tell us that mathematics is a problematic subject. Children, mathematics is not a problematic subject. It is a subject which helps us to solve the day-to-day problems that we meet in our day-to-day life. Okay? But to be perfect, what do we need is the question. See here children, to be perfect in mathematics, you need to know the tables from 1 to 30. Okay? If not, at least from 1 to 10. The one who knows the tables from 1 to 10 will definitely be perfect in mathematics. Is one thing. Another thing, you should know the fundamental operations of mathematics, which are called the basic operations of mathematics. Okay? So children, today we will learn about the fundamental operations of mathematics, which are called the basic operations of mathematics. Which are basic operations of mathematics? Addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. If you know addition, subtraction, multiplication and division, definitely you will be the best in mathematics. Yesterday we have learned about addition and subtraction, but today children we will learn about the multiplication and division and the terms related to it. Let us start the session. Let us learn one more very important operation called multiplication operation. Okay? See here children, why do we need multiplication operation? First we will understand that and then we will study in detail about multiplication operation. See here children, here 5 plus 5. 5 is added 2 times and the sum is 10. Okay? So after adding 5 2 times, I get the sum 10, right? But instead of adding 5 2 times, I can go for multiplication operation. How? 2 into 5 is equal to 10. How many times 5 is added? 2 times. That is why 2 times of 5 is written as 2 into 5 is equal to 10 or 5 into 2 is equal to 10. Both are same. 2 into 5 is also 10. 5 into 2 is also 10. Look here. 5 plus 5 plus 5 is equal to 15. Okay. I got the answer 15 after adding 5 3 times. Okay. Instead, what I will do is, I multiply, 3 into 5. 3 into 5 is equal to 15. See here. By adding 5 3 times also I get the same answer. By multiplying 3 into 5 times, also I get the same answer. Okay. 3 into 5 or 5 into 3. Both are same. Now you look at me here children. 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5. I have added 5 how many times? 5 times. Okay. Then I got the answer 25. Instead of adding the 5 times, I can go for multiplication. How many times 5 is added? 5 times. Therefore 5 times of 5 is equal to 25. Okay. Here how many times 5 is added? 3 times. Therefore 3 times of 5 is 15. How many times 5 is added here? 2 times. That's why 2 times of 5. So 2 into 5 also I get the same answer. 5 plus 5 is equal to, also I get the same answer. 3 into 5 also I get the same answer. And 3 times of addition of 5 also I get the same answer. Here 5 times of 5 is also 25 and adding 5 times is also 25. So children, one question. If you would like to add 5 40 times, what will you do? We have 2 ways here. Okay. We should write 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus for 20 times and then add. After that we get the answer 200. Okay. But it is time consuming and tedious and really it is hard. So better we should go for multiplication. Therefore multiply 40 by 5. Therefore children, 40 times of 5 is also equal to 200. How? 5 fours are 20 and you have left 1 0 here. Put that 0 here, it becomes 200. Is it clear? Instead of adding 5 40 times repeatedly, better you go for 40 into 5 is equal to 200. After addition also you will get the same answer, and after multiplication also you will get the same answer. Okay. One more question. If you would like to add 324 5 times, okay, what will you do? You write 324 plus 324 plus 324 plus 324 plus 324. How many times? 5 times. Then you add it. After adding you will get the answer 1620. Okay. But instead, better you can go for multiplication. How many times you have added 324? 5 times. Therefore write 5 here into 324. 5 into 324 or 324 into 5. Both are same. Therefore children, I write 324 here into 5. Write ones place below the ones place. Okay. Now you see here 5 fours are 20. 2 carries 0. 5 twos are 10. 10 plus 2 12. Then 1 carries 2. 5 threes are 15. 15 plus 1 16. Thus 1620 is the answer. See here children. Here in multiplication, this number gets multiplied. This is called multiplicand, and this number multiplies. It is called multiplier. And after the multiplication of multiplicand with multiplier, whatever the answer we get is called product. Okay. Therefore 324 is multiplicand, 5 is multiplier, and 1620 is product. Okay. Then ultimately, what is multiplication operation? Okay. Children, to avoid repeated addition, we have to learn or use multiplication. Okay. Multiplication avoids repeated addition. Instead of adding the same number so many times, just we multiply that number that many times and get the same answer. Whatever the answer we get in addition, the same answer we get in multiplication. Okay. Multiplication helps us to avoid repeated addition. It helps us to save the time, and it makes the things easier. That is why we should learn multiplication operation. Okay. Let us see some more examples here. 464 into 3. Here 464 is called multiplicand and 3 is multiplier. After the multiplication, whatever the answer we get is called product. Therefore children, multiplicand into multiplier is equal to product. Okay. See here 400 into 3 can be written as 400 into 3. Okay. Here this number ends with 2 zeros. Don't count them. Just you multiply 3 and 4. 3 fours are 12, right? And you have left 2 zeros. Write those 2 zeros in front. It becomes 1200. Thus 1200 is the product. Okay. Similarly, 1500 into 40. 1500 into 40. Here leave these 2 zeros and leave this last 0. Okay. And multiply 15 and 4. Okay. 15 fours are, okay, 60. And how much zeros you have left? 1, 2, 3. Put those 3 zeros in front of 60. Okay. Now it is 60,000. Therefore, 1500 into 40 is equal to 60,000. That is, multiplicand into multiplier is equal to product. Okay. Similarly, children, it is 500 into 300. Put 500 into 300. Then, see here. Leave these 2 zeros and leave these 2 zeros, and you multiply only numbers, numerical values. 3 5s are 15. Okay. After writing 15, how many zeros you have left? 1, 2, 3, 4. Write those zeros 1, 2, 3, 4 in front of 15, and now put the commas. First comma after 3 digits, next comma after 2 digits. Thus 1,50,000 is the product. Therefore 500 into 300 is 1,50,000. Here also multiplicand into multiplier is equal to product. Okay. 464 into 12. What is the meaning of this? 464 into 12 means 464 is added 12 times. instead of adding 464 12 times, you can go for multiplication. Or 12 should be added how many times? 464 times. Instead of adding 12 464 times, go for multiplication, which is easier. So 464 into 12. First we will multiply with 2 and next we will multiply with 1. Now you see here children, 2 4s are 8, 2 6 are 12. So 1 carries 2 and 2 4s are 8, 8 plus 1 9. Now the multiplication with 2 over. Next you have to multiply with the new number 1. So you have to start the new line. Therefore, before you start new line, you leave one place and then start multiplying. Okay? 1 4s are 4, 1 6 are 6, 1 4s are 4. And after adding these two, you will get 5568. Okay? See here children, this is not the final product. This is not the final product. This is called partial product. Okay? And this is also called partial product. When you add these partial products, you will get this answer. This is called the final product. Okay? Therefore, 464 into 12 is equal to 5568. Multiplicand into multiplier is equal to product. Similarly, 6075 into 93. 6075 into 93. First I multiply with 3 and write this as partial product. Then to start the multiplication with 9, I have to start the new line. Before I should start new line, I will leave one place here. Okay? And then start putting the digits from here. Therefore, when I multiply with 9, whatever the partial product comes, I write here. After addition of these two, I will get 5,65,035. This is called the final product. Okay? Therefore, multiplicand into multiplier is equal to product. Hope children, you learned well about the multiplication. Okay? Okay children, now we are going to learn very important and interesting operation or process called division process. Okay? When do we need division or why do we need division? See here children, we need division under the specific conditions. Okay? Or specific situations. Let us see one or two here. Distributing or sharing anything equally is called division operation or division process. Okay? When something is to be divided or something is to be distributed or shared between or among some people, that time we should go division process. Okay? But whatever we share or divide or distribute, we should divide it equally. Okay? That is called division process. Right? To carry division operation, we need a dividend and a divisor. Okay? To do any division operation children, we need two things. We need a dividend and a divisor. After the end of every division process, we get a quotient and a remainder. Therefore, in division operation, these four keywords must be remembered. Okay? Dividend, divisor, quotient and remainder. Okay? Now children, let us take one example. Rupees 24 should be distributed to or shared to 8 persons or people. Then each one will get how much? What will remain at the end in hand is the question here. Okay? Therefore, in the language of division, we write it like this. 24 divided by 8. Here 24 is called dividend and 8 is divisor. It means whatever the thing to be distributed is called dividend, and among how many people it should be given or to how many people it should be given is called divisor. Okay? So, this 24 divided by 8 is also written as 24 upon 8. Okay? So, children, 24 upon 8 means 24 rupees should be given to 8 people, and each one will get how much? Each one will get 3, and this 3 is called quotient. This is the portion of every person what he is getting. Okay, here all the 8 people will get 3 rupees equally. Then what is left in the hand? In the hand nothing is left. Okay, and if the nothing is left means it is 0, and this 0 is called remainder. Did anything remain in your hand? Nothing remained. That is why what is the remainder after the division? It is 0. Therefore we call 0 as remainder and 3 as quotient. Okay, if 196 chocolates are to be equally shared to 4 people, then each one will get how much? That time we should go for division process. That is 196 divided by 4 is equal to 196 upon 4. Okay, both are same. Here 196 upon 4 means 196 chocolates are to be given to or distributed to 4 people. Then each one will get how much? Each one will get 49. Okay, 196 chocolates are there, children, and they should be given to how many people? 4 people, and each one will get 49 equally. Then what remains? Nothing remains. That's why remainder is 0, and each one's portion is 49. This is called quotient, and this 196 is dividend, and this is divisor. Similarly, 4096 rupees are there, and they should be given to 8 people. It is symbolically written as 4096 divided by 8. Is also written as 4096 upon 8. It means 4096 should be given to 8 people. Then each one will get 512. This 512 is called quotient. What remained in the hand? Nothing remained. That is why remainder is 0, and everyone's portion is 512. Okay, therefore the portion got is called quotient, and whatever the thing left in the hand is called remainder. Here remainder is 0. Okay, 16 divided by 5 means 16 rupees should be given to 5 people, and each one will get 3 rupees. Okay, here all the 5 people will get 3 rupees equally, and after that 1 rupee remains. So we call this 1 rupee as remainder, and this 3 rupees as quotient. Okay, look at 64 divided by 7 means 64 rupees should be given to 7 people. Okay, then each one will get 9 rupees equally. Then even though 1 rupee remains, this 1 rupee is called remainder, and this 9 rupees is called quotient. Okay, children, so dividend divided by divisor, then you will get quotient and remainder. Okay, see here, children, this division is performed by 2 ways. Division is performed by 2 ways. That is by cancellation and by long division. Let us understand what is cancellation and what is long division. See here, children, 1236 divided by 4 is also written as 1236 upon 4. Okay, here this dividend and divisor, on the other hand, the numerator and denominator both should be divided by the or cancelled by the same number. Okay, here 4 ones are, 4 threes are. Therefore I write 3 here. Then 3 remains. 3 is less than 4. That's why I put 0 here. Next I take 6. Therefore it becomes 36. Then 4 nines are. So children, 4 ones are, 4 309s are. Thus it is what? 309 upon 1. 309 upon 1 is 309 only. This is called quotient, and nothing was left. That's why remainder is 0. So by dividing the dividend and the divisor with the same number is called cancellation. By doing cancellation also we can do division. Okay, now let us go for long division. See here, children, long division means 1236 should be written inside, and this 4 should be written outside. Here dividend is written, here divisor is written. What you should do is, just you follow me. Put one line here, right? And you should be knowing the table of 4. If you don't know the table of 4, then this division process by long division is impossible. Okay? Then what you should do? You should start division from left to right. The other operations are started from right to left. Okay, addition, subtraction, multiplication, they are started from right to left, but division operation is started from left to right. Okay, how we should do, I will tell you. First you put one line. Okay, after that go on taking the digits down one by one from left side to right side, and every time you take the digit down, you compare that digit with the divisor. If the down taken digit is smaller than the divisor, you have to put 0 here and next take the next digit. Okay, or if down taken digit is equal to this, you should not put 0 here, you should search this number in the tables of 4 and then proceed. If the down taken number is bigger than divisor, then also you should not put 0 here, you should proceed, okay, with the division. Here I take 1 down, this down taken number is smaller than divisor, that is why I put 0. Next I take 2 down, now it became 12. 12 is bigger than 4, that is why I will not put 0 here, I search 12 in tables of 4. In tables of 4, 12 comes, 4 3s are, therefore 4 3s are 12, and 12 minus 12 is 0. Okay, next digit is 3, take 3 down. Okay, and in addition to the digits in front of 3, what is the value of 3? It is 3 only. So when you take the digit 3, the value of this down taken number is less than divisor, that is why you will put 0 here. So next you take 6 down, it became 36. You should not compare whether 6 is bigger or 4 is bigger. When you take 6 down, and what is the digit in front of it? 3 also. You should count this 3 and 6 both. Now it became 36. Therefore 36 is bigger to 4 or less than 4? It is bigger to 4 or bigger than 4. That is why you should not put 0 here. You should search 36 in tables of 4. Therefore children, now it is 36 comes in the tables of 4 as 4 nines. Therefore 4 nines are 36. 6 minus 6 is 0 and 3 minus 3 is 0. Here the remainder is 0 children, which is called a complete division. So by cancellation also you got the answer 309, and by long division also you got the answer 309. Okay, let us take one more example. 8331 divided by 3. Let us carry this division operation by cancellation. Write 8331 upon 3. This dividend and divisor should be divided by the same number. Both the numbers are divided by 3. So here 3 ones are, 3 twos are. Okay. Then 8 minus 6 remains 2. Take 3 down, 23. Okay. 3 sevens are 21. 2 remain. Again take 3. 3 sevens are 21. 2 remain. Then take 1. It became 21. Last 3 ones are, 3 sevens are. Therefore 2777 is the answer got after cancellation. Okay, dividend, divisor, and this is quotient. If the same operation, if the division operation is carried by long division, we have to go like this. Okay, write this dividend inside and divisor outside. And what you should do? First, you should know the table of 3, right? If you don't know, write table of 3 somewhere, right? And continue. Put one line here. And go on taking the digits down one by one. Every time you take the digit down, you should compare the down taken digit with the divisor. Okay. If the down taken number is smaller than divisor, you should put 0. If it is down taken number is equal to the divisor or greater than the divisor, you should not put 0 here. Okay. So children, take 8 down. 8 is bigger. That is why we will not put 0 here. 3 twos are 6. 8 minus 6 is 2. Right? Next take 3 down. Now it became 23. You should not miss this number. In addition to this number, you should count its value. Okay? When you take 3 down, you should not think that this 3 is bigger or this 3 is bigger. 3 and 3 are equal. In that way, you should not count. when you take 3 down, in front of 3 whatever the number is there, no, you have to add that also and count. Now it became 23. Therefore 23 is bigger than this. That is why we will not put 0 here. Okay children? Now children, take this 3 down. It is 23. This 23 is greater than 3. That is why we will not put 0 here. So what we will do is, we search this 23 in tables of 3. Therefore we get 3 sevens. 3 sevens are 21. 3 minus 1 is 2 and 2 minus 2 is 0. Therefore 2 remain. But all the digits over? No. Still there are 2 digits. Therefore take the next digit down. Now it is 23. Okay. Is 23 bigger than 3 or smaller? It is bigger. Therefore we will not put 0 here. Right. We will search 23 in tables of 3. And you know that it is 3 sevens. 3 sevens are 21. Okay. 23 is in between 3 sevens and 3 eights. Therefore we take 3 sevens. 3 sevens are 21 and 3 minus 1 is 2. 2 minus 2 is 0. Okay. The next digit is 1. Take this 1 down. It is 21. Okay. Don't compare like this. When you take 1, that time don't compare whether 1 is bigger or 3 is bigger. In front of 1, what number is there? 2 is there. You have to count this also. When you take 1 down, it became 21. Now you compare whether 21 is bigger or 3 is bigger. 21 is bigger. Now children, you should not put 0 here. You should search 21 in tables of 3. And you will know that 3 sevens are 21. 21 minus 21 is equal to 0. Okay. This is called division. What division? Long division. And this is called division, but division by cancellation. Therefore children, to do division we need 4 terms: dividend, divisor, quotient and remainder. Okay. And this division operation is performed by 2 ways. One by cancellation and another by long division. So children, in today's session you have learnt the 2 basic operations. They are multiplication and division and the terms related with them. Okay. And these will help you to understand the further concepts of mathematics. Okay. Thank you. See you tomorrow. Thank you children for learning about the multiplication and division today and the terms related to it. And tomorrow we will learn about some other concepts related to maths. Till then, goodbye.